All of you children see a variety of living organisms around you. These organisms are different in their shape and sizes. Okay children, you see some are very small, some are very large. Like you do not see microorganisms like bacteria, virus, fungus. They are not seen by your naked eyes, but they are present around you. In the similar way, children, you see some organisms are very large organisms, like you see elephant, neem tree, ashoka tree. All these are very large sized animals or plants, and we can see them by our naked eye. They are different in their shape and sizes. Okay, but you see the basic structure of all these living organisms, you will see that the basic structure is same. Now, what is the basic structure? All these living things are made up of cell. As this building is made of bricks, in the similar way, the body of all plants, animals, and microbes are made of cell. Okay, so cell is the basic structural and functional unit of all living organisms. Why it is functional unit? Because all the parts of the body like respiration, reproduction, growth, development, all these functions are also performed by the cell, and these functions are essential for the survival of the cell. So we can say that cell is the structural and functional unit of all living organisms. Did you understand why it is a structural unit? Because the body of all plants, all animals, all microbes are made of cell. Okay, so it is structural unit. Why it is functional unit? Because all the basic functions like nutrition, respiration, reproduction, growth, development, these functions, good afternoon, these functions are also performed by the cell, and these functions are essential for the survival of the cell. So we can say cell is the structural and functional unit of all living organisms. Okay, and it is the fundamental unit of all living organisms. It is the basic unit of all living organisms, and it is called building block of life. As this building is made of bricks, in the similar way, the body of all living organisms are made up of cell. So cell is the building block of life. You can define cell in different ways. What is cell? Cell is basic structural and functional unit of all living organisms. Or yes, life for all living organisms. Okay? And cell is the building block of life. Why? Because as this building is made of cell, in the similar way, the body of all living organisms are made of cell. Okay children, what is cell? Did you understand? Okay, now you will see when this cell was discovered, and it was discovered by whom? Cell was discovered in 1665 by Robert Hooke. His self-designed microscope. He made microscope, and with the help of his self-designed microscope, he discovered cell in 1665. So, the cell was discovered by Robert Hooke, and in which year? In 1665. Okay, after the discovery of microscope, because you know children that we need microscope to see the cell. Robert Hooke discovered cell with the help of his self-designed microscope. He observed thin slices of cork under his self-designed microscope. What is cork? Cork is the bark of the tree. ठीक है, ट्री का जो छाल होता है, बार्क, उसको कॉर्क कहते हैं. He observed thin slices of cork under a self-designed microscope and he found honeycomb-like structure. मधुमक्खी के छत्ते जैसा स्ट्रक्चर दिखा और इसमें many chambers were there, little chambers were there. Okay, so these chambers were like compartment की तरह था chamber. Cell is a Latin word which means little room. Cell is a Latin word which means little room. And this cell was discovered by Robert Hooke, and it was plant cell, and it was it was later explained that these compartments were actually dead cells bound by the cell wall. Okay, cell wall was present, so it was a plant cell. He observed thin slices of cork, and cork is the bark of the tree, so it is plant cell. He observed honeycomb-like structure, and these honeycomb-like structure consisted of little compartment. And the cell is a Latin word which means little room. Did you understand, children? Who discovered cell? In which year? In 1965. Okay. And this cell was plant cell or animal cell? Was it living cell or dead cell? Okay, these things are important. You can underline in your book. It was plant cell, it was dead cell, cell wall was present in it. Okay, so this was about the discovery of the cell. Clear, children? We will read variation in cell number, shape and size in living organism. Children, you should know that on the basis of the number of the cell, there are two types of organism. These are unicellular organism and multicellular organism. Uni means single, multi means many. If an organism is made up of single cell and all the functions like nutrition, respiration, all the functions are performed by the single cell, then the organism is called unicellular organism, and they have short life span. Example: amoeba, paramecium, euglena, trypanosoma, okay, Leishmania donovani, all these are unicellular organism. Okay, unicellular means the organism is made up of single cell and all the functions like reproduction, respiration, nutrition, all these functions are performed by the single cell. They are called unicellular organisms, and these organisms have a short lifespan. Amoeba is of very small size and earthworm is of very large size. Why? Because amoeba is made up of single cell and earthworm is made up of millions of cells. Okay, so earthworm is unicellular or multicellular? Can you say? Yes, earthworm is multicellular because it is made up of many cells, millions of cells. Okay, so if you see the number of cell, the number of cell is variable in different organism, and on the basis of the number of the cell, organisms are of types: unicellular organism and multicellular organism. In exam, you will be asked distinguish between unicellular and multicellular organism with the help of example. So you can distinguish like this, children. I am writing on the blackboard. You will see this is unicellular organism and multicellular organism. Now, first point you can write down, children, that unicellular organisms, you can write complete sentence. Unicellular organisms are made up of single cell. Okay? Made up of single cell. And here you will write multicellular organisms are made up of many cells. Made up of many cells. Okay, next point you can write down, children, that all the functions of the unicellular organism are performed by the single cell. Okay, so you can write all the functions of the unicellular organism are performed by the single cell. And the multicellular organism, you will write different functions are performed by different types of cells. Like in case of human being, you will see there are various types of cells. Nerve cell, muscle cell, or you can see bone cell, okay, blood cell. Various types of cells are present, and different types of cells perform different functions. Is it clear to you, children? Next point, third point, you will write that unicellular organisms have short lifespan. Third point, unicellular organisms have. Second point, you will write. Then third point, they have a short lifespan. Short lifespan. And here you will write third point, they have long lifespan. And lastly, you will give example like Euglena, Paramecium, Amoeba. Here in multicellular, you can write birds, elephant, animals, birds, or elephant. So many examples are there. Okay, so it is important. You can note down. Some points are not in the book. You can note down. And you will see that the shape. Now you will see number of the cell. You came to know. Number of the cell is variable in different organisms. Some organisms have one cell, are called single celled organism, are called unicellular organisms, and some organisms are many cells. Organisms having many cells are called multicellular organisms. Okay, like you have seen, earthworm has millions of cells. They are multicellular. Many animals, human beings, elephant, bird, all these are multicellular organisms. Okay, now come to cell shape. When you will see the shape of the cell, you can see the diagram I have drawn on the blackboard. Cells are of different shapes. Maybe spherical, maybe cuboidal like a cube, maybe like a disc, maybe polygonal, maybe like amoeba. So they are of various shapes. Okay. You will see, children, different organisms have different shapes of cell. Even in one organism, you will see that the different organs of the body have different shapes of cell. If you see the shape of this liver cell, it is different from this fat cell. And this cell is blood cell. Okay, children, this cell is muscle cell, smooth muscle cells. Okay, it is red blood cell. It is smooth muscle cell. This is amoeba, this is nerve cell, this is blood cell, this is fat cell, bone cell. They are different in their shape. If you see the bone cell, the bone is made up of bone cell, their shape is different. If you see the brain, spinal cord, nerves, these are the parts of the nervous system. And nervous system will see that neuron cell the basic unit of the nervous system. You see, this is neuron. Its shape is like a fiber-like structure. It is a thin wire-like structure. It is the longest cell of the body because you should know, children, the function of the cell is dependent on, the shape of the cell depends on function and location of the cell. What will be the function of the cell and what will be the location of the cell, it will determine the shape of the cell. So the shape of cell is dependent on function of the cell and location of the cell. For instance, you see the function of the nerve cell is to transmit message. It transmits nerve impulses to different parts of the body. So it is a fiber-like structure, it is a thin wire-like structure, it is the longest cell of the body because it has to transmit the message to different parts of the body. Okay, similarly you see this is smooth muscle cell. What is its function? It helps in locomotion. Okay, you can see, children, that it helps in contraction and relaxation, contracts and expands these cells and it causes movement of our body. Did you understand? What causes movement of our body? Muscular cell. And this muscular cell is, what is its shape? You can see it is spindle-like. Okay, this is blood cell, red blood cell. It is disc-like. It is red in color due to presence of hemoglobin, and it is formed in 120 days. So, if we are supposed to donate our blood, we should never hesitate in donating blood because you know, children, that red blood cell is again formed in the bone marrow. Where is red blood cell formed? It is formed in the bone marrow. How much time is taken in the formation of red blood cell? 120 days. And what is the shape of red blood cell? It is disc-like structure. Okay, so you see the shape of the cell is variable. It may be spherical, may be oval, may be polygonal, may be disc-like, may be spindle-like. Their shape is different and the shape of the cell depends upon two factors. I told you it depends upon function and location of the cell. Is it clear, children? You have seen this diagram is showing variety in the shape of cell. This is liver cell, fat cell, nerve cell, which is also called neuron. This is the smooth muscle cell, red blood cell, amoeba, chlamydomonas. You can see the shape of the cell is variable in different organisms. Even in one organism, different organs of the body have different shapes of cell. I told you children, if you see the shape of muscle cell, it is a spindle shape. One student is asking how many days are taken in the formation of red blood cell. It takes 120 days. 120 days. Okay? So, different parts of the body, different organs of the body have cells which are different in shape. What? Yes, 120 days. And where it is? And where it is formed? And where it is formed? Can you say, children? I have told. Bone. Very good. Very good. Red blood cell is formed in the bone marrow. So you have seen that the shape of the cell is variable. Now we will see size of the cell also you have seen. Size may be smaller, may be larger. And the shape of the cell and size of the cell both are dependent on the function and location of the cell. सेल का क्या फंक्शन है, सेल कहाँ का है, इसी पर डिपेंड करता है कि सेल का शेप और साइज क्या होगा. ठीक है. Now we will see children size of the cell. The size of the cell is also variable. The smallest cell is PPLO. You underline in the book and you will memorize it. PPLO. It stands for pleuropneumonia-like organism. It is also known as mycoplasma. Okay, children? And mycoplasma is about 0.1 micron. Micron is denoted as mu in diameter. 1 mu is equal to 10 to the power minus 6 m. You should know children that the largest egg is ostrich egg. Smallest cell is PPLO, pleuropneumonia-like organism, and largest cell is ostrich egg. Have you underlined children? Its diameter is 170 mm. Note down. So you have seen about the shape of the cell and about the size of the cell. You have seen which cell is the smallest cell and which cell is the largest cell. The smallest cell is PPLO, pleuropneumonia-like organism. Pleuropneumonia-like organism. And largest cell ostrich egg. Ostrich egg. What is its diameter? 170 mm. 170 mm. You should memorize. Okay. So now children, you should know that the hen's egg is also a cell, single cell. All of you must have seen hen's egg. What is its shape? Can you say? What is the shape of the hen's egg? Very good, correct. Oval in shape. Okay. Now you will see the hen's egg structure. All of you have seen children. Most of you must be eating egg. It is a very good source of protein, as you know. So all of you must have seen. If you have not seen, then today or tomorrow you can take an egg and take one plate. Now break the shell of the egg and Transfer this content of the egg in a plate. Then you will observe the structure that I am showing you, that is children, you can draw the hen's egg. The shape of the hen's egg is oval. This is hen's egg is a cell. It is a single cell. Now you can label it. This is you can see children. This is cell membrane. This central portion, yellow color portions, it is yolk, and this yolk is surrounded by white jelly-like structure, that is albumen, and this is air sac, and the outermost covering you see, that is of white color, that is called outer shell. Outer shell, it is SHELL. It is outer shell. Okay, children, all of you can practice the diagram. This is the diagram of hand's egg. Cross section of a hand's egg. Here you should mention just below it cross section of hand's egg. In short, you can write CS. Cross section stands for CS stands for cross section. The outermost covering of the hen's egg, which is of white color, that you rupture children for making omelette or anything like pouch. These items you eat from the egg, and when you are making these items, you rupture the outer portion. You break the outer portion that is of white color and very hard, and that is called shell. SHELL. We are reading chapter shell, and this is shell. SHELL. Why it is white in color? Can you say, children? Because it is made up of calcium carbonate. So it is white in color. Now you see, children, this set in the center there is a yellow portion that is called yolk, and this yolk is surrounded by a white jelly-like structure, and that white jelly-like structure is albumen, and this yolk and albumen are the reserved food. and nucleus is also present, but we cannot see by our naked eye. And nucleus is present above the yolk. Nucleus is present above the yolk here, but it is not visible by our naked eye. We can see it with the help of microscope. Here, air sac is present, so you can see the outermost covering is shaped. In the center, there is yolk. Yolk is surrounded by this albumen, white portion, and this structure is called chalaza. That is not given in your book. You can label it in the book. CHALAZA, chalaza. This is chalaza. What is its function? It keeps the yolk at its position. Okay, children, did you understand? So, if somebody will ask you, have you seen cell? What you will reply? What you will reply, children? Have you seen cell? Yes, we have seen. Hence, egg is a single cell. Okay? Now, children, you should know about the activities given in your book. Make a temporary mount of cheek cells to observe animal cells. This is activity. How can you observe the cell present in your cheek? Okay, all of you must have seen toothpick. Take a toothpick and scrape the underside of your cheek. You will get froth-like structure. Okay, now take a glass slide. Glass slide is made up of glass. It is scale-like but little bit smaller in size. This is glass slide. You can see. This is glass slide. Okay, you scratch the. Take a clean toothpick and take a clean toothpick and scratch inside of your cheek. You will get froth-like material, and now put this froth-like material here on the glass slide and put few drops of methylene blue, and then put here froth-like material and then add methylene blue, and now you cover it with a cover slip. Okay, with the help of needle you cover it with cover slip and observe it under the microscope. You will see the cells present in the cheek cell. These are animal cells. You will see some cells, and these cells have different parts that you can see under the microscope. You can also observe plant cells with the help of microscope. You take an onion and take the part which you eat, that is leafy scale, and remove a membrane from that leafy scale. Okay, that is onion bulb, and you remove one membrane from the onion peel and take one onion and remove that membrane from the scaly leaf of the onion. Now take again slide and put a drop of water, and then you put that membrane of the onion peel, and now you add safranin. Okay, the reagent that you are using, that you should underline. Now put one drop or two drop of safranin, and again you put a cover slip. Now you will observe the onion peel under the microscope. This time you can see there is slight difference in the structure of the cell. Again you will see the cell, but these cells have again one more covering outside the cell membrane, that I will tell you that what is cell membrane, and outside the cell membrane one more covering is there, that is called cell wall. nucleus is present, cytoplasm is present, and cell wall is also present in the plant cell. Next activity, children, that you it is written that you request your teacher to show you blood cell. So when you will observe blood cell, you will see different components of the blood. These components you can see the disc like red colored structure is red blood cell, amoeba like structure that is called white blood cell, it is white in color. Okay, and disc like structure again you can see that is platelets, and all these structures can be observed under the microscope if you see the slide of the blood cell. Did you understand, children? Any problem? Any problem, children? तो अभी तक सारा क्लियर हो गया आपको? तो इस एक्टिविटी में आपने जो अभी पढ़ा, हाउ कैन यू ऑब्जर्व चीक सेल्स? यू टेक वन टूथपिक एंड स्क्रैच, खरोचिए थोड़ा सा inside of your cheek and you will get froth like material. Now take a slide, this is slide I have drawn, it is made of glass, it is thick slide, and put that froth on this slide and add few drops of methylene blue and then put cover slip carefully so that air bubble may not pass in it. With the help of needle we can put it. Okay, and then observe it under the microscope. You will see the cells, and these cells have very important structure, cell membrane, nucleus, cytoplasm, these things you can observe. And how you will see the onion peel, take an onion bulb, then you, which part do you eat in the onion? That is scaly leaf. And remove a membrane from the onion, and this you can put on the slide. Before putting it on the slide, you put one drop of water on the slide, and then you put the membrane, and then you add which reagent? Safranin. Okay, underline the name of the reagent. In for viewing cheek cell, you will use which methylene blue, which methylene blue, and which reagent you will use? Six. हेलो, गुड आफ्टरनून, कौन बोल रहे हो? हाँ बेटा, कितना समय है? मेरी मतलब सब लोग निकल जाएंगे, ये बाद में तुम डिस्कस करोगे क्लास में, ठीक है? अब छुट्टी का समय है, सारा चीज रखना होगा कबर्ड में, फिर निकलना होगा, ठीक है? बस मिस हो जाएगी, ठीक है जी सर? क्लास में समझ में आया जो मैं पढ़ाइए? गुड, वेरी गुड, तुम भी पढ़ रहे हो अच्छे से, ये मुझको लग रहा है। और समझ क्या बेटा? टिकट तो मैं बना चुकी, कल मैं बताई ना, अगली बार तुमको बना दूंगी। जब स्कूल खुलेगा तो देखेंगे तुम्हारा बिहेवियर वगैरह सब चीज, फिर तुम्हारा भी सिलेक्शन कभी कर दूंगी, ठीक है? अभी तो मैं बना चुकी हूँ। किसको बनाई हो ये पता नहीं है तुम्हें? कुमार अंशु, रोल 21 और रोल 25 गर्ल में, ठीक है? अभी अब हड़बड़ी में हूँ, स्कूल की बस टाइम हो गया निकलने का, हम लोगों का कबर्ड में रखना होगा सब, ठीक है? क्लास में कोई दिक्कत नहीं ना हो रही है बेटा? समझ में आ रहा है ठीक से? ठीक ठीक।